At CNS, we simplified the driver hiring process by allowing drivers to quickly fill out and attach documents in this online and mobile-friendly job application. Let's walk through how to fill out the form. First, the hiring company has a unique web link that job applicants can click on. It will send the driver to a page similar to this one, customized for the company. As you fill out the forms, you will see your progress in completing the application in the progress bar at the top of the page, which will turn green. The first page is simple. Just fill out your name and then attach an image of your driver's license, front and back, and an image of your medical card that is saved on your computer. If you're filling this out on your mobile device, you can quickly take a picture and attach the images by clicking these buttons. The next page is the application for employment. As you see, information you already added are automatically applied to similar sections in the application, keeping it easy and quick to fill out the forms. As you fill out the page, you will notice a checkbox that needs to be checked if you had a previous address in the last 3 years. If not, the form autofills the address information. It is required by the FMCSA to have addresses for the last 3 years. Please make sure this is filled out correctly. The next section is your license information. You must have a valid license that is not expired. Choose yes or no if you have been denied a license or had one suspended or revoked. Select which endorsements you have and any license restrictions. Finally, on this page, fill out which position you are applying for. You will notice the progress bar moving as you move to the third page. This is where you fill out your employment history. Each page of the application form will explain the regulation required for the information needed on the page. For example, for the employment history, all applicants wishing to drive in interstate commerce must provide the following information on all employers during the preceding 3 years. You must give the same information for all employers for whom you have driven a commercial vehicle 7 years prior to the initial 3 years. After filling out the required information, the next page will be the accident, violation, and qualification history for the previous 3 years. If you had an accident, fill out the date, type of accident, and if there are any fatalities, injuries, or hazmat spills. If there are any other accidents in the previous 3 years, be sure to add them by clicking the Additional Accident button. Then do the same for any violation, conviction, or forfeitures. Lastly, list all license and permits held in the past 3 years. This will autofill with your current license you filled out earlier. If there are others, click the Additional Qualification button and fill out the required fields. Next is the driving experience. Fill out the class of equipment you have used, what type of equipment, and how many years of experience with it. If you have more than one equipment experience, select Additional Experience and fill out the required fields. Then list any experience that may help you with your work and select your highest education level. Click the box and sign the form. You can use your mouse or finger if on mobile device or touchscreen computer, or just click the Type to Sign box and type in your name. Today's date autofills and you can move on to the next page. That was the most tedious part of the application. Now everything else will move much faster. This page is the Certification of Violations, as required by Part 391.27 in the regulations. Either select that you have not been convicted of any traffic violations in the past 12 months, or fill the information if you have. Click to verify the information again, and click to use the previous signature on this form, and click Next. The next form is the Annual Inquiry and Review of Driving Record as required in Part 391.25 of the regulations. This gives permission to the company to attain the MVR covering at least the preceding 12 months. Verify the auto-filled information is correct and move to the next page. This is the request for drug and alcohol records. By clicking the boxes, you authorize to release the information from the DOT testing records by your previous employer as required by DOT regulations. The drug and alcohol pre-employment statement verifies if you have or have not tested positive on any pre-employment drug and alcohol test administered in the past 2 years. Select yes or no if tested positive in a pre-employment test and if you can provide proof that you did complete the return to duty requirements, and select the signature box to move on. Here is the Alcohol and Drug Employee Certified Receipt form to certify that you have been provided educational materials regarding Regulations Part 382.601 and company policies with respect to meeting the requirements of Part 382. Read the information over, click the links to read further information, and click the boxes to certify that the above is true and correct and sign the form. The progress bar now shows that you're about halfway through. The next page is the certification of compliance with the driver license requirements. Read over the information and verify that you read and been trained on the FMCSA regulations. Then click to sign the form. Now is the statement of on-duty hours, where you give the total time you have been on duty during the immediate previous 7 days and the time when you were last relieved from duty. The preceding 7 days are autofilled. All you need to do is fill out the hours on duty in any of those days, fill out the total hours on duty, select the last day on duty, and click to sign the form. Next, verify if you have any other on-duty hours from other employers that you were compensated for. Read over the information, fill out the fields, and select the boxes to verify and sign. We're almost done, just a few more pages. The next page is the Fair Credit Reporting Act form. This gives the hiring company permission to receive and review your credit scores. Click to sign the form and click Next. Next is the background check form. Read over the information, click to agree to the statement, and sign the form. The next page is reading over the disclosure to obtain consumer reports for employment. Read the disclosure by clicking the button, check any appropriate boxes in the disclosure, and sign the form. The next page is the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse Query form, in order to allow the company to verify if there is any drug and alcohol violations that exist in the clearinghouse database. Click the box to allow the query and click to sign the form. Lastly, the PSP Report Disclosure form. Click to read over the disclosure and agree with the statements in regards to the PSP report. Click to sign the form, and lastly, click the reCAPTCHA box. Then select Finish. Give the website a few seconds to verify that you completed the hiring application. This will automatically send your application to the company, and this thank you page will summarize the forms you filled out. All you have to do now is wait for the phone call from the company, and good luck. Thank you for sitting through this how-to for the application guide. If you have any issues or questions, be sure to reach out to CNS at 888-260-9448. We'll see you on the roads.